The following is a presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, the Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We got the Dow Industrials right now up 190. You got the Nasdaq up 61. S&P's up 15. Gold is down 350, trading at 1136. You got silver up 10 cents at $14.72. Bonds, the 10-year is down 6 ticks. 30's off 18, and you got King Dollar up 404 ticks. Bottom line, we take a look at this market. We'll start right now, and we'll go over and take a look at the E-minis. What you have out here, ZU. Okay, so we take a look at the E-minis, and what you're going to see is this: is that you came down yesterday. We had juice on the way down. We had juice on the way down, and what you're going to see out here is that as we're bouncing, you're going to be bouncing with lighter volume. I do expect what you're going to have out here today is that you're going to have a market that's slightly higher. I don't expect it to be up as it is right now. The S&Ps are up 15 right now. I suspect the S&Ps are going to be lucky if they're up about probably 10. Well, actually, we're at 32. They can be down at actually, that's 19. That's 20. That's 11. Yeah, they can be down like 5. They can be up like 5 points. Because what you have is this. So check this out, folks. This is pretty intense. The spike in the S&Ps this morning. Now, this is the information that the market has given out thus far, and it's huge. And this is what it is. The spike at the open this morning, and the S&Ps and the E-minis, okay, had 26,000 contracts. Well, guess what? The next layer on the way down, this is like sick, had, let me get this. I mean, it was a monster number. There's someone laying into this S&P in a big way. Yeah, the next spike down had 112,000 contracts. And what does that set up? That's going to set up lower price. I expect what you're going to see is that in the middle of the night last night at 4:20, we hit the 1919 area. That's where this market probably is going to lay out. Because what happens with the 1919 area, it kind of lines up at the 1600 hours when we were closing yesterday. It lines up with the top of that spike, same number. So I suspect that's where this baby's going to go. What we're going to be able to do, which is pretty cool with a market like this, is that you can take some of the high flyers that you think you like. You see how they bounce. And I suspect what you're going to have is that you're going to have a bounce, and it's going to be on dramatically lighter volume. What is that setting up? That's setting up a very large ABC structure on the way down, folks. You know, we get, Labor Day coming in. It looks to me like this baby is starting right now, meaning the vacation starting right now. So if you're a bull, what you'd really like to see is you like to see lower markets. If you're a bear, you want to see higher markets. And that's what we have out here right now. And I suspect, by the way, it'll be higher markets that don't hold price either. Right now, the Dow Industrials, that got to a high out here today of 16,283. You're at 215 right now. This thing's not even going to hold $100, you know. Inside the Dow Industrials, this is what you have, the strength versus the weakness. Now, the Dow's up 159, and every stock is positive, okay? That is one beautiful setup, folks, because you can go through them. You can go through, this is really cool. Here, watch this. We'll go through the strongest stock in the Dow. Strongest stock in the Dow right now is Apple. And bottom line, you got Apple. Apple is bouncing on dramatically lighter volume. That is a setup to get to lower price. Yesterday on Apple, we did 76 million shares. You're doing 12 million right now, and it's up 253. Bottom line, you're going into 128 million shares. That's a beauty. Now, that is the leader inside the Dow Industrials. Well, actually, Intel just took it over. Intel's up 67 cents. You got Apple at 265. Home Depot is up $2.15, trading at $115.22. You get Big Mac up $168 at $95.12. The weakest stocks inside the Dow Industrials right now is Verizon. It's still up. It's up 16 cents. Chevron is up 36 cents. Merck is up 25, and GE is up 15. Inside the NDX 100, what do we have? Weakness versus the strength. The weakness, first, let's do the strength. The strength is American Airlines. That's up $1.29 at $40. Viacom is up $130 at $41.69. You get Apple, that's up $2.75, and Intel is up 69. Taken away from it on the way down, you get Dollar Tree. Man, that thing's getting killed. Down $1.90 at $67.75. Let me pull this up again. NDX. That thing came off 10% yesterday. So Dollar Tree, Autodesk is down 16 cents. JD.com is off 3. And let's go pull up Dollar Tree, DLTR. See how bad this is looking. DLTR. So Dollar Tree right now, it's trading $67.71. This thing went up 10 trading days from 81 to 67. We put this on a monthly. Let's see. Well, it was a one-way trip on the way up. It's not the end of the world, actually. You do have highs with light volume. You're coming down off those highs, and you're not really come down with that much volume. So Dollar Tree more than likely will run into this $48 area, but right now you're at 71. But Dollar Tree was a one-way trip, and that one-way trip was topside, folks. We go take a look at the a couple of these gold stocks. We'll go to GOLD, which is Rheingold Resources. Rheingold right now needs some juice, folks, okay? Rheingold's trading at a price point of $59.73. Now, what it has done, which is pretty cool, it got under the lows of yesterday, rejected them. So bottom line is that what you want to see, if you happen to be a bull in that market, is you want to see some price spread kick into these golds. If we go take a look at Franco-Nevada now, FNV, Franco-Nevada will give you a clearer indication of what the actual gold contract wants to do. And in Franco-Nevada's case, bottom line is that we're at 42.77, and you want to see this get back inside. I want to see this get back inside 43.55, because where I'm going with the 43.55 level goes like this. There she is. 43.55 gets you inside the higher range. The higher range being where we were trading up in the August 14th area, because we do have a nice spike up here at the $48 area. So that's what you're looking for. Let's go to Dave in Clearwater. Hey, Dave, what's happening, brother?
Hey, Tom, how you doing, man?
Doing great, man. You having a good day out there?
Yes, I am. I'm telling you, it's man, it's been quite the roller coaster, Tom.
Yeah.
This market's got a little something for everybody.
It does, man. That's a fact.
You know what I mean? It's like, pick a direction. You can be a bull and a bear all within the next 20 minutes. And
that's if you're a trader, that's exactly what you should be doing, right? Exactly.
No doubt. Hey, listen, I appreciate you taking my call. Normally, I'm talking you up about natural gas, which that's just the gift that continues to keep on giving. But I was curious for your thoughts on the December contract for wheat, the Z5 contract.
Wheat. Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, so we're at 480. Okay, so you get 25,000 contracts right now. Yeah, I wouldn't be buying this. Yeah. I mean, I just don't see anything here. You had your low established out here, what, the 31st?
Right.
476. It's like, you're coming into it with lighter volume, but I just don't see it here.
Okay. I was thinking about it because it's completing a ABCD down at 476.
Yeah.
But, so I don't know. I've been kind of keeping an eye on this one. for a little bit. Some of the commodities in general, I think, are getting, at some point in time in the not too distant future, getting in that oversold category and just.
No, I agree. I agree with what you're saying. But you know what I like to see. What I like to see is that like you had the price spread happen, on the 10th, right? August 10th.
Right. Yep.
But then we went up with 65,000 folks, and then it got croaked. That should have pulled back with lighter volume right down there. It's like, okay, man, that's not it. Now watch this though. That's just not the only one. Here's the other one. That other one on the 27th, that's telling me It's not done, man. You know what I mean? So I can make a case that, you can make a case that's an ABC down, You get 623. Oh, man. You get $1.27. That would make a case that you're going to 40, what's that, 26, 405, man.
Mm-hmm. Could very easily get to that.
Yeah, so that's 114,000 contracts versus it's a confirmed ABC down. That's what it is. So that's pretty sick. I mean, but
no, I hear you, man. Because I've been hitting. Well, in this one, I've been hitting both ways.
Yeah.
On the bounce, I've been selling them, and when it gets oversold, I've been doing short term, not like hold it over throughout the day, but short term. For like the next 2 hours, that kind of deal.
Yeah, you get.
Patterns been setting up, and
$50 a point. I can see it. I mean, that's a lot of bread. There's no doubt about it, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because for a sharecropper like myself, man, we'll take that with us.
Cooking, man.
Playing a couple contracts, lands pretty decent money. Hey, listen, one last thing before you.
Why don't you stay right there? Is that cool?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome, man. Stay right there. Dow right now, folks, is up $1.30. Nasdaq's up 42. S&Ps are up 8.5. We'll come right back, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Folks, we appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. You know, we were kicking off the program, folks. We were going through those E-minis, showing you the first cell inside that E-mini. Well, guess what? That operator's back out here. Bottom line, the high of the E-minis out here is 1941 today. We're at 24, and they just hit it again. This time hit it with 73,000 contracts. The 73, by the way, was going into 13. So the number to watch now is the 1917 to 1919 level. They're going to go after that level. And what you already have had is that bottom line is that you got a market that bounced and can't hold that bounce. And as we come... You know, we're only at the beginning of the market out here today. You know, this is going to be just a dead cat bounce, building cause for an ABC structure on the way down. We're talking with our man Dave from Clearwater, and let's see. So,
Natural gas.
Natural gas. Yeah, line me up here, man. I want to buy an Escalade, so line me up here.
I'm telling you, man. It's been a tight consolidation, man. I mean, if you pull up, the front contracts for V5 at the moment, and if you look at this thing, I mean, it's coming back in. You know, I'm not saying this is like long-term hold on.
No, listen, I know it's that long-term, man. Like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Long-term, like next couple hours.
I don't even know what that means, man.
Exactly. Well, long term for me can be 20 minutes. But,
yeah, right.
The point I'm making to you is, I mean, this is coming in, right? If you look at it and you take it back to again the V5 contract, you take it back to April 15th, boom, hits, goes higher, and from the information I get, the volume's light because back in April that's not the front month contract, so it's lightly traded, but sets up the bounce higher, comes back, retests, goes higher again on April 29th, makes a nice move up. 100% move for a move, and since then it keeps testing that 263.8 level.
Yeah.
So now you bring it back to the here and the now, and you've got the August 27th, which is the Henry Hub report. This is all queued off the hub there.
Okay.
At 10:30, so the volume's always heavy on that day. Whether it's going north or south, and it's just kind of been stuck in this 272, 264 range. But when you consider it's $100 a penny. That's $800 move from top to bottom consolidation. You put 2-3 contracts on, and it's some decent bread for the time involved. So the thing I would suggestion to you, or just giving consideration to, because this thing's been a nice consolidation. I mean, I've been trading on that $3 to $2.70 one for I don't know, about 3 months now, something like that.
Which by the way, folks, okay, that's really cool, because what happens is that as Dave just said, the spread on this, it's better when you trade it, and that spread is like 30 cents, because you can make a field day, and the risk is lower because gas can move, man. You don't want it to move basically 100 ticks. That's the reality. If you're right, yeah, that's great, but it's better trading in that consolidation. No, I can see it, man.
Exactly. And I personally think this is, I'm not telling you got tomorrow's newspaper, but this is Dave's prediction. Dave's prediction is we're in an El Nino year, which is why it's been raining like crazy here in Florida. It tends to generate colder winters. And for those that don't want to trade the futures, I think this is setting up UNG for a nice little buy and to hold, for a longer term, next several weeks to a month or so, at least, if not longer. And if we even get a decent cold weather snap, this natural gas is going to take off. It's not going to hang at 265 on a cold winter coming up. But so that's prediction number one. Can I make prediction number two?
Yeah. Go
back to the S&P.
Oh, the S&P. Ooh, baby.
Go back to the S&P.
Okay.
My prediction.
Talk to me.
This is something that you and I have been talking about, man. You and I have been texting back and forth on this, right? What did the trend do yesterday? Trend was like 4 and change, wasn't on the close.
It hit, yeah.
On the close.
Right.
So we know that's advance divided by decline price point movement divided by advance volume by decline volume. So if you got high numbers, that means everybody's selling and the volume is increasing. So usually it indicates...
And they're selling the same stock.
Yeah, and everybody's selling, exactly.
Right.
Everything's heading south simultaneously.
Right.
And so to me, my prediction is because... Again, everything you said at the beginning of the opening monologue, which is going to be in the holiday week, for the most part, everyone's going to, all the traders are heading out, whatever the case may be. But my take on it is short term, next several trading days.
Yeah.
Is that was an exhaustion move. The operators that are getting out now, they're probably going to be heading off the market here in about another hour or two to take off for the Hamptons or wherever it is they go. So my prediction is with that in combination with China being closed, that this market's going to float on anemic volume, but it's going to float higher and hit on the SPY about 197.48, which is the top of the Monday 24th, roller coaster ride.
Okay.
And that's going to set up the next sell.
Yeah. My take is that we're going lower, just as yours, but I don't think it's going to float at all because I love the idea that so many people scared of being shot, and that's where it's at. Cooking, brother.
Thanks, Tom.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now, you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN has just announced a brand new morning lineup that is geared specifically for traders in this volatile traders market. Every morning at 8 a.m., John Logan starts things off with his daily program, The Global Market Pulse. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento trades the market during the market open Monday through Friday on Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom O'Brien hosts the Money Masters for the hour, and Basil Chapman hosts his Tiger Technicians Hour at 11 a.m. From 8 a.m. till noon every market day, these traders are with you as they provide up-to-the-second market information so that you can make the most educated and profitable trades possible. The new TFNN morning lineup is happening right now. Tune in to see for yourself what kind of actionable trading discussion they have each morning, Monday through Friday, starting at 8 a.m., live only on Tiger TV at TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Don't forget, folks, at TFNN, we program 10 hours live programming every day, 8 o'clock in the morning, 6 in the evening. All of that you get right on your cell phone, TFNN.mobi. If you'd like to get Tiger TV, just go to TFNN.com on your cell phone. On the right-hand side, you'll see the little box with the devices in it. Hit it. Service will understand what type of device you are on. Dow right now is up 105. You get the NASDAQ up 31. S&Ps are up 5. And bottom line is that let's go through this S&P for a second, the E-mini, because what you have is that we came down into the 1917 area, the number that we were talking about here. The first time that you're going to basically get any type of support at all is that 1919. The 1919 is left over from the 1600 hours yesterday. And what we did is this. So now the question is, okay, now what do you do? If you do your day trading, yeah, you can buy it there. You try to look. You get this spin from what 1921 to 1927. You know, this baby to me is not going up to those highs again. So as you get into the 1927, I suspect the volume is going to die off, though. What we just did at this low, let me see how many minutes. Oh, this is going to be a problem. So check this out. Be careful of that. You know why, folks? We actually have already done 45,000 contracts at these lows. That's way too much volume for a 5-minute bar, because you're coming into we're coming into a big number, 200,000. But guess what? When you look at this per day, that's going to be more volume that we just did on the first 2 legs down. So whoever is hammering this is not done. They're gonna hammer this thing. They're gonna basically look at this. Well, they've done 2 different things. They've already blown away the swing point that was at 420 this morning. Now that's easy to do. 420 this morning is no big deal. They're working on that close of yesterday, though. That's what's going on here. And that expansion of volume, I wouldn't be playing bounces up right now. You know, you can play. This is where this gets intriguing, folks, and this is what it is that when you're bouncing around and you have liquidity inside the market, meaning that you're not coming into holiday week, yeah, you can play both sides of the market in a heartbeat. When you have a market like this that you're already seeing 2 downdrafts with volume, I suspect what you're going to have is that they're gonna get into that lower price. We'll see where this trades out, and volume-wise, even market-wise, I think we only got to about 12:30, 1:30 out here today. We'll see where the whole thing does shake out. We certainly have volume that's light. We've done 194 million in the NYSE right now, and we've done 442 million in the Nasdaq. So the Nasdaq actually has some volume. That's still some volume inside the Nasdaq, which is pretty amazing. The SPYs, if we take a look at the SPYs, SPYs thus far have done 36 million shares. We did 200 and was a big number yesterday, man. Yeah, 256 inside the Index 100. What we have out here is that we've done. The Qs have done 12 million. Yesterday we did 73 million. Bottom line, inside some of the Dow stocks, man, check this out. This was a trip. I mean, these Dow stocks, if you trade individual stocks, they were a field day out here this morning. What you had is that you can take your pick, whether it's IBM, whether it's 3M, whether it's Johnson & Johnson. They all were up big. And bottom line is they gave it up in spades in about a heartbeat. IBM was at 144.92. You're at 143.61 right now. You have 3M. 3M was trading at 140.52. You're at 139.69. Now let's go over and take a look at the IBB, because what the IBB has done is this. It's certainly off its highs, but what you had out here is that it was only down $9 yesterday. That's not a huge amount. Today you're up $2, 262. Yesterday we pulsed down with 2.2 million. We're at 325,000 right now. You're at 335. Now, the longer that the IBB stays at this under 340, the larger the problem is going to be. And this is why. The high of the lows of the August 24th level is 340. You're $5 into it. The longer that stays like that, that'll say the IBB will at least test, not necessarily the low of the 24th, because the lows of the 24th, folks, inside the ETF structures, they might have traded 100 shares, 200, 1,000, whatever that is, at the open. Those numbers weren't real. What is real is the lows that were established on the 25th. Now, the 25th, the low of the 25th in the IBB is 325. So I expect that, what you are going to see out here is that 325 level is going to get established. Now, let's just talk about where we are, meaning market-wise, but where we are time-wise. Time-wise, folks, this is a real problem. This is what it is. Picture that we know we're coming into the 3-day weekend. You get China closed. You have had 2 down days. Plus we had last week. So now the real key is how many orders are already sitting there, and the larger broker-dealer community, larger trading community inside the broker-dealer, they know the orders are sitting there right now to be sold this afternoon. That is going to be a problem. I suspect it's going to be a big problem, because the way that most financial advisors work inside the funder business is that if, in fact, people were calling yesterday afternoon as we were coming into the close with sell orders, those sell orders will not get generated until this afternoon, sometime after 3 o'clock. Those things are hanging out there, and I suspect they're more than we expect right now. Why? Because bottom line is that the volatility's been out there. People are looking at it and said, okay, listen, I'm done with the volatility, and stops, maybe are getting used. So when I look at that aspect of how we're going to trade the rest of the week, it's a huge problem. I think it's a huge problem. I think it's laying out there, and I think that the first 3 get-goes inside the S&P, more than likely that is a large operator, could be a Goldman Sachs, who knows that those orders are sitting out there, and they're basically running ahead of those orders, because someone's throwing some real juice at that S&P. And I suspect, I'll go look at the NQs simultaneously, because when juice gets thrown at the market in general, they hit everything at the same time. So we were talking about the 1919 level, and we ended up with 65,000 contracts at that level. Now the 65 has to still work its way into this 200,000. So it's going to take a little more time in order to break that down. But it looks to me like, well, this will end up happening. Yeah, this is good. It's 1042. We're going to be able to tell because this thing wants to bounce a little. If this thing could just bounce a little right now, you'd get more clarity. I would get more clarity into how it's going to come into those lows. Because if you get a bounce right now on light volume, then it's basically building cause to basically blow that baby away. And if it blows that away, you're going to be down to the 1916. And then you can make a case that, guess what? You get a much larger ABC structure on the way down. You get an A point at 81. You get the B point at 98. So what do we got? $90. You get the C point that was established this morning at 41. That gives you 1850. That's the way that baby is set up right now. So surprises, yeah, surprises. My take, folks, surprises are going to come to the downside. Some of the, and in particular, you know, I was just saying to Dave before he was getting off, as a bear, what I love to hear is a couple different things, and it's continual out here. It's continual that, oh, you know, we haven't done too much. This is you shouldn't be, not to say shouldn't short the market. I don't think there's a lot of people short the market. The bottom line is that this thing's going south, and it's been fast, furious, all of the above. I mean, you know. So what that sets up, to me, is that sets up lower prices, faster than most people expect, and, you know, we'll see where the rest of it shakes out. Some of the high-volume stocks out here, you got GoPro down $4. You got Arid Pharmaceutical down $1.50. What is Umbrella? Oh, this must be a takeover that didn't happen, I think. This is down $13.51. Look at that thing get taken. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, AMBA. So check this out. This is important to understand. AMBA. And this is why. This is, okay, so this equity, I think this was a take. They were going to take someone over and they decided not to, but let me just see this. But what you can glean out of this, manufactured, oh, no, this is something different. High definition video compression. So it's down $13. GoPro fall. Okay, so this is down $13.61. But more important, what it's done is this. This is taken apart the lows that were generated out here the 24th. We hit, well, not taking apart the lows, but we went from $94 to 71. This did a counter trend bounce, got all the way up to 99. 2 days later, it's down to 76 again. So it's a haircut of 24%. And guess what? It's going right after the low. You're at $76 right now and 22 cents. Man, this is intense. This has zero support down. Well, 68. 68's your next number. So that's a big heads up. The larger heads up, I think, on a consistent basis for us are going to be the Dow stocks. The Dow stocks, what they have done is that Big Blue yesterday was basically giving away a lot of information. The information that it was giving away is that it was trading into the 24th. If we go take a look at Big Blue right now, you'll see what I'm talking about. Big Blue is at 143.44. The low of the 24th was 142.32. It's already there. You came down yesterday with volume, 5.2 million. You're going into 7 million. So Big Blue is not only saying that, hey, guess what? We're going down into that level. The way Big Blue is trading right now, we very well could break that level. And that, folks, is a monster heads up. You know, we had Walmart. Walmart had given us the heads up that, hey, guess what? There was trouble in paradise. It was big trouble in paradise. You know, you start putting these together, and which is always neat is that putting them together and looking and saying, okay, where this going? As to where it's going, let's go over to that gold market, GC. So gold right now, it just gave back $7. Geez, let's see what's happening now. Now it's giving back $8. They're hitting gold. That's typical. So let's see what we got here. GCZ5. Okay, so GCZ5. We're at 11:31. If I put this on a 10-minute chart. Okay, cool. Hey, check it out. Okay, this is cool. If you're a gold bug, you're going to like this. Okay. This is deviance just the other way. Now, watch this. Oh, my God. You got to love this, man. This is sick. Okay, so what do we got here? Oh, here it is. So, when gold had a sign of strength, folks, it goes back to the 28th. 28th, we go topside on a 10-minute bar with 4,900 contracts, 9:40 a.m. Guess what? That's what we're coming back into. The first time they could hit it, only 7,000 contracts. Not even close, folks. 7,000 is going into 12,500. Now, the bottom of that bar is, oh, this is sweet, 1127.80. 1127.80 is the bottom of that bar. And you know what? They'll try to get it down into that level. But bottom line, that's where you want to bisect, dissect the markets in general. If you get used to dailies, then turn around and put them on, you know, you can get used to it. But I'd get used to 10-minute bars. I like 10-minute bars. They seem pretty consistent. If we go over to the S&Ps again, and we'll see how they basically, that trader, no doubt, is taking this baby apart. Once again, the E-minis inside the S&P, what you have happening. Okay, so we put this here. We're at, let's see. So, oh, this is dangerous. Okay, so we're going to start a new bar right now. You're already into the 19. Okay, we're at 17 right now. That's setting up that you're going to go make a run to the 04, and you're going to be starting a new bar. So when you're starting a new bar inside a range already, that's saying that your probability goes higher that you're going to get to the bottom of that range. In particular, when you're talking about we've only been open for an hour and 10 minutes, and the market is basically, the S&Ps have given up everything. The S&Ps are up 20. Right now, they're up $1. NQs are up 50. They're up $6. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow up 83. NASDAQ up 24. S&Ps are up $1.25. That's 1.25. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped, and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to the Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. We go take a look at GoPro. GoPro's down 434 right now, folks. Okay, now this is another heads up. GoPro blew away the low of the 24th. It did it yesterday. It did it with volume. Bottom line, it's a monster ABC structure on the way down. Now, GoPro 2 weeks ago was trading at $65. You're at $39 right now. The ABC structure, A to B equals C to D, is 33. I want to thank our man Z, because that other equity that I had brought up there, down 13, that is a supplier of GoPro. Let's go to Mike in Toronto. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Hi, thanks for taking my call.
Sure, man. What's happening? What are we going to look at?
I'm going to look at AGN, Allergan. On the monthly.
Okay, so this is...
on the monthly.
I'm sorry?
On the monthly.
On the monthly,
On the
yeah.
monthly chart, please.
This is the Botox deal and all of that, right, I think, is it?
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I'm looking at a potential Eiffel Tower chart formation here. It's a 17-bagger from the November 3rd, 2008 lows.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Well... Hey, this is quite a kind of chart. There's no doubt about it, man.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
thing went
It's
from
a
57. That being said, this has some big support at 287, man. I wouldn't be shorting it.
What's the justification at 287?
Well, I got a monthly chart up right here. It's 80 million shares, man. And when we just came down last month, we only came down with 54 million. Mm-hmm. There's a lot better charts out there, man. Well, this chart would be a classic if you weren't looking at volume. This would be a classic. Like, oh man, this has to go down. But looking at volume, guess what? You got buyers up there, man. This chart is real. Meaning there's buyers. To me, this is real. And your correlation is how it pulled back. You only pulled back with 54 million. So this needs a lot more sellers in order to get broken.
Okay, so the key pivot is 287.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Let's go to John in Boston. Hey, John, what's going on?
How you doing, Tom?
I'm doing great, man. How you been?
Pretty good.
Good.
I just wonder if you could take a look at Colgate-Palmolive. I think much like most of the stocks out there, I agree with you 100% on that August 2011 level. But my real question is, where did it actually trade last Monday? Where did it go
that's
down
good.
to?
Okay, let's take a look at it, because it wasn't down there, that's for sure. Let me pull this back. 1 second. So 7. Let me pull it. I got to go back 8 days now. That's right. Yeah, it's not even close. What you want to look at, this is what I would look at. I would look at the real trade on that 60-40, 60.40. You know, it has that spike down there, but it you know, as the ETF structures, I just don't see it. There might have been one trade down there or something. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
So that would be the swing that you were looking for.
It would be. It would be. Yeah. And there's volume there. There's volume on that swing, man. You know.
Right.
That swing took place at 15:50 hours on the 25th.
All right. Yeah, I see what you're looking at.
Yeah. Right there.
So do you see that as much of the market as just breaking down and breaking its long-term trend with, as you would say, conviction?
I would. Let me pull this back for a second. Yeah, because this is screaming. Remember, we had gone shot this baby. $46 this thing wants to go to.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have a long-term position in it and made out with the split and everything. But now I'm just looking at it as like, it just seems so overextended more than I've ever noticed it in the 15 years I've been following it.
Well, this is, okay, so let's talk about this for a second. And this is, because we've had such an extension, that's a normal retracement even if it wants to go higher. That's what's so weird. It's just that they're so far down. Do you know what I mean? Because we've gone so far up.
Yep.
Cooking, brother.
All right, thank you so much.
Have a great one. Have a safe one. You stay right there, folks. I'm Mr. Basil Chapman's going to be coming up next. Growling a problem with you. Darryl Martin, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon, folks. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Thanks for being here.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.